Hey everyone, Richard here. So it's time for another haul. It's been a little while since I made a haul. I've had books stacking up for a few months now, actually. I don't know if you guys noticed a difference in scenery. I actually redid my comic room, painted two of the walls this blue color, built a whole shelving system over there, so I don't know. I might do a room tour here in the near future if I feel like it. But I have a stack of books that I need to show. And there's some pretty decent ones in there. But let's just get into it. So I haven't really gone to a comic shop in quite a long time. But I hit a lot of, I guess, general media type stores that have comics, video games, books, all of that stuff. And I went to one recently because I knew they generally had new comics as well. And I was looking for something. I got to talking with Kingdom Comics, Tito, and there was going to be a signing in his area. And we were looking for a certain book to have signed. That signing fell through, but it figures I found the book the day of the signing. It's actually a pretty hard book to find. It's Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Dark Temple number 5, the 1 in 10 variant. This is the first cover appearance of Trilla Sinduri, I believe is her last name. I imagine it's probably a pretty low print variant, just based on the fact that the only people who are going to care about this are diehard Star Wars fans or people who played the video game. She is the second sister. I believe her first appearance is actually in a Darth Vader comic, but her first full is probably number 1 of the series. But still, just a really cool book. Definitely kind of hard to find, especially online. It's one you probably have to go out and just look for. It's just a really cool Star Wars cover. And at that same store, they had a bundle of Spire Christian comics for $10. It's not something I normally collect, but there was something in the lot that made it so I couldn't leave it, so I'm just going to go through them real quick, show what they are. Like I said, not something I personally collect, but for the price, I wasn't going to leave them. They're all early 70s. I actually really like this cover. Lots of Archie stuff. But all Spire Christian comics. There's 2 variants of this one. They're price variants. But then the reason I decided to pay the $10 for that, shout out to Junkie, but they had a copy of Hansi in it. Again, not a book for my collection, but I'm not leaving it for the price. It's not the best condition, but it's certainly not that bad either. You can definitely see the mylar glare going on. But yeah, that was all from the same store. Alright, so next up, I went to, I don't really fear saying the name anymore, it's called Bookmen's. It used to be a honey hole for me a long time ago, but they changed their ways, they jacked up their prices, and finding deals on comics there are really hard now. They had someone working there who knows enough about comics to pull everything of value, but not enough to properly grade or price them. So the deals are just not there. But every now and then I still stop in and I look through their dollar books, and I found 2 books that were, pretty decent. So the first one is this one right here, Amazing Spider-Man 318, McFarlane cover. But this one's really more desirable because this is a Mark Jewelers variant, so not leaving that for $1. And then I also got this one for $1. Amazing Spider-Man 360, first cameo of Carnage. You do see Carnage in this issue. In fact, I will show you. But it is definitely a cameo. Really nice looking appearance of him, though. Here we go. So there you go. There's your cameo of Carnage. But yeah, for $1, very happy to pick that up. Throw it in the collection. These next, I don't know, 4 or 5 books are actually all from Goodwill. I don't find comics at Goodwill very often. I actually do really well finding toys there. But I did happen upon a few comics. First one is Wonder Woman 105. This is a minor first appearance that I don't remember offhand right now, but it is a minor first appearance. And then 3 Catwoman books that I picked up purely because they're relatively early Harley Quinn appearances. Catwoman 82. That right there is actually Harley. Catwoman 83. And Catwoman 84. I paid $2, I think, for all 4 of those, so pretty happy about that. Catwoman books are probably, I don't know, $5 to $15 each, give or take. So, not a bad haul there. These next several books I actually got from a yard sale. I think it was a while back. Yeah, I think it was a yard sale, but I know I'm about $1 into each one. First one is Superman's Girlfriend, Lois Lane, number 92. Just a nice Silver Age book. I find it interesting that when Lois turns into this centaur horse thing in the book, it's not this color. So it's, I don't know, it's kind of weird. This one I'm kind of happy to get. I've always debated buying and collecting this series. Sea Devils number 15, great Russ Heath cover, who was basically the king of gray tone covers. But I always consider picking up this series because it's just a bunch of fun adventure stories. But yeah, Superboy 115, cool atomic mushroom cloud cover. Metalman 39. Here's a nice Neil Adams cover, Superman 236. That's just a great, great cover. Here's kind of a underrated key, honestly. I'm surprised it doesn't get shown more often or talked about. Superman's ex-pal at this point, Jimmy Olsen, number 133. Some Kirby artwork there, but this is the first appearance of the Outsiders, this sort of biker gang right here. It's the first appearance of the revived Newsboy Legion. It's also sort of the starting point of Jack Kirby's Fourth World. It's first appearance of the Intergang. Yeah, there's a lot of first appearances in this book. It doesn't really go for much, but pretty cool for a buck. This is just a cool Nick Cardy cover. I don't know if Nick Cardy has a cover I dislike, honestly, but Teen Titans number 34. It's got a very horror-esque look to it. Date stamped up here. Just a really cool looking book. And last from that lot, Green Lantern, Green Arrow number 79. Neil Adams cover. Actually a fairly nice copy too. So yeah. Next, where did I pick this up? I want to say it was another media type used bookstore, because that's basically all I hit nowadays. But Superboy number 49. This is the first appearance of the original Metallo. I think it's Golden Age, or 1956 maybe. It might be borderline. But still, really, really cool book. I had like nothing into it, so. And then this last one was actually a local pickup. I saw an ad on Craigslist. Yeah, Craigslist. And someone was selling this book. And it's signed, which is kind of the main reason I decided to pick it up. Batman 181, signature right here. It is complete. It's lower grade, I guess, maybe a 3.0. But I didn't have this book, so very happy to throw this one in the collection. Might send it off to CBCS to get verified now that they have their new cases and everything. But yeah, very, very happy to add that to the collection. And last but not least is a book that you've actually been able to see this entire time. It's this one right here. I picked this up right before the market freaked out on SpiderGwen and Miles Morales. I have a fraction of what this book is going for now into it. I just got really lucky before the door closed on it for me. SpiderGwen is really the reason I collect comics nowadays. She brought me back into the hobby, and she's kept me around. I've wanted this book for a really long time, but I never wanted to shell out the money for it. But it was pretty stagnant at the same price for over a year, and that's when I decided to finally pull the trigger. And I'm glad I did, because now it's probably, I don't know, it's worth a lot more than what I have into it now. But Greg Land variant, 9.6, extremely happy to have this. Currently my favorite book in my collection, and I think it'd be hard to top it, more so than even like my Silver Age Big Keys, but I don't know, just a special book in that regard. So yeah, that's my haul. Very happy to have this in my collection. Not doing a lot of spending this year after this purchase, though this was a few months ago now. Haven't done a lot of purchasing after this either, because I don't tend to drop that kind of money on books. I'm usually a very patient collector, but I knew the door was closing on me getting a copy of this in the foreseeable future, so decided to go for it. But yeah, that's my haul. I hope you all enjoyed, and take care, everyone.